Hello, this is Professor Nanias. Professionally, I go by Professor Nanias or Dr. Nanias or Mr. Nanias or more informally, Prof. Nanias. Those are all fine ways to address me. And this video is for students in my Calculus 1 class, that's Math 121, or my Calculus 2 class, Math 122, as there will be similar policies in both classes. Now, the very first thing I'd like to address is the fact that we have an in-person class, and I'll be in the classroom presenting and writing notes and giving displays and having you do problems and things like that. But I'm also aware that there's a pandemic, COVID, going around, and there will be some things that are a bit different because of that. So first of all, I'd like to tell you what some of those things are. Very first thing I want to tell you is about myself. I am fully vaccinated. My card is on referent, is stored with not only the state of Illinois, but with our Human Resources Department. And I'm willing to show anybody a copy upon request because you deserve to know if I'm a threat, hazard to you. So I am fully vaccinated and I follow all prescribed protocols. Second, because we are in this pandemic, the university has a mask mandate and I will enforce it. So please wear your mask. I will ask you if I see you without one, and those students who don't want to wear a mask cannot be in the classroom. That's by university policy and I fully support it because the sooner we get through this pandemic, the sooner we can have an honest, regular experience. Third, although I'm a big believer in going to class whenever you can, in this setting, it's very important to understand the symptoms, possible symptoms. I'm not qualified to list them, but you can find them on the university website. And if you have symptoms, please stay home. Now, with that in mind, because I want to encourage people who are symptomatic to stay home, I will be streaming every single class via Zoom. The course materials include a Zoom invite. So those who are, they're worried they might have symptoms, that they feel sick or in quarantine, and it happens. You can follow all the protocols and still get it or still be exposed to somebody. And it happens, no shame. Just if you're in quarantine, you can still come to class, but virtually. And I'll also not only record the classes live, but I also will post videos of each class on Canvas so you can see what you missed. And it's also a good tool for in case maybe you think, oh, wait a minute, I was distracted during this time. Well, what did he say about that again? You can go back and see. Or if you wanted to see a problem done again, you can go back and see. Or if you had a question about what I assigned or what I wanted you to do on a particular problem, you can go back and see. Those videos will be there for you. And then the other thing about COVID is office hours. Office hours, there is an office hours Zoom link. They will be held remotely. One of the things about my office is it's very, very small, not really appropriate for several people. So I will have the schedule of office hours in the syllabus and a Zoom link. And basically, it's going to require a little bit more coordination. In the good old days, you can just come by when I had office hours. But because of this, I'd like a little bit of notification of when you want to see me during these hours. And then we can set it up, and it's worked just fine. I've had plenty of those last semester. The one time I can't have office hours are from 1 to 3 on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because I'm teaching, and from 4:30 to 5:45 on Monday and Wednesday, I am teaching. So I can't obviously have office hours then. All right, now a little bit more about communication. Best way to get a hold of me is email. The address is on the syllabus. And if you forget that, you can always go to the math department website and it's there. As far as questions email, I do not respond, most of the time, I do not respond to emails, in the evening or on weekends. Emails, if they require a response, will be answered the next business day. Like if you have a question on Saturday, you can feel free to email me, but I won't get back to you till, the start of the next week. Or, let's say you're working on something and you're stumped and you say, oh, I'd like for you to cover that in class tomorrow. That's a great thing to say it, and I'll probably see the email for the class, and I can put it in part of the question and answer. In fact, that's a great use of email, is to say, I really want to learn how to do, I really wish you'd cover number 23 in section 2.3 or whatever. That's a good way of using it. Now, as far as my emails to you, the vast majority of them do not require a response or informational, or they're telling you a test is up or what we plan to do. The only time I expect you to really respond will be things like, hey, I didn't get your exam 2. And that does happen. Students will do it. They'll be uploading it. Something will happen with a computer. It won't be uploaded. If it's not uploaded, I can't grade it. So you might get an email, and I'll try to make it personal and say, emergency, don't have your exam 2, or emergency, you're missing quiz 3, or something like that. But yeah, same policy. I don't expect you to be hanging around your computer waiting for my emails. All right? Now, we will be using WebAssign for homework, maybe for some quizzes. We will be using Canvas, certainly, for quizzes. And the one thing about the quizzes and exams this semester will be take home. That doesn't mean they'll be easy. But what it does mean is that I will ask, some warm-up questions, but I'll also ask questions that ask you to dig into the material and think about it and come up with, answers. And you will be expected to do your own work. So quizzes and now the final exam, I reserve the right to have it at the particular time. Who knows where we'll be, though, in this situation. So, and exams and the quizzes will basically be online quizzes. The homework is online homework by WebAssign. Exams, if you really want to hand me a paper copy, that's fine. But we'll make provisions where you can turn them in online, and it hasn't been a problem. And I can grade them and things like that. So I'm looking forward to the semester. I surely hope that things will change to make things a little bit more normal. Right now, again, it is a in-person class. But to be brutally honest, there's a possibility that might change somewhat during the semester. I will tell you, though, that last semester, as soon as it became feasible for me to be in the classroom, I went into the classroom and finished with in-person teaching. When I much rather teach in the classroom. But I also understand some of you will be sick. Some of you might be in quarantine. Some of you might have various personal things that make you uncomfortable in the classroom in this environment. No worries, lessons will be streamed. So let's have a good semester, and I'm looking forward to seeing you.